Latin square design. Why do we call it Latin square design? Latin square design gets its name from the fact that we can write it as a square with Latin letters corresponding to the treatment. The treatment factor levels are Latin letters in a Latin square design. So what is a Latin square design? Latin square design is an order of p times p array. In this case, p could be anything, for example, 3 times 3 array, of ordered letters or symbols in which each letter or symbol appears exactly once in each row and once in each column. Who came up with Latin square design? Latin square design was an idea by Euler, a famous scientist, a famous Swiss scientist that lived in the 18th century. He said that all arrays will have a Latin square design except the number 6 and 12. It was later found out that the number 6 can have a Latin square design. So let's see if you can spot the Latin square design. As this thing that you might have seen in your doctor's office, use this as a reference point. In each row, in each column, one number is repeated exactly once. Let's see if you can find out which one is a Latin square design. You can pause the video. Alright. Latin square design has to have one color in each row and each column. Let's say A. A cannot be Latin square design because in column number 1 we have pink repeated twice. Let's see number C. In row number 1 we have blue repeated 4 times, so this cannot be a Latin square design. And in D we see a whole chunk of yellows in same rows and same column, so it cannot be a Latin square design. So the only one that satisfied our equation in all rows and all columns is B. We also use it in ANOVA. It's funny that we learned it just last week. Latin square ANOVA is also used to determine Latin square designs, and these are some of the formulas and the way we can. Latin square design is used in research and in desires to control variation in an experiment related to rows and columns. And some examples are farming. In farming, we can't farm on the same land more than once because the nutrients are taken away from the plants. So we need to keep switching around which blocks we need to farm on and which crop we're going to use it for. And in coding, Latin square design is the key thing that we still use up till today. ANOVA, like I just said, and a game called Sudoku. Have you guys ever heard of a game called Sudoku? Well, let me show you. It is a game where you can only put one number in one row or column exactly one. With it, it has 3 by 3 arrays in a 9 by 9 array. Let's see if you can solve this. If you can't, here's a hint.